Mama's cocktail hour, so pour it up. Pour it up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Zaida Lisa. Welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. I've been gone for a minute because it's been Christmas. I've been momming, but we are back now only to talk all things Diddy because let's be real, what else is going on besides everything Diddy, Jay-Z, Busby, everything celebrity, all these celebrities being exposed now is what's going on. So let's just talk about Diddy and how he had a jailhouse meltdown. Okay, so if you guys haven't noticed, I got a new feng shui here on Mama's. Christmas was good to me and I am loving my new setup. So shout out to hubby to always making sure that the creativity stays and we help keep you guys engaged. All right, so let's jump into it, guys. Diddy, how can I say this? I feel like a lot of things are happening with Diddy that we aren't discussing, okay? We know that Diddy has finally decided to no longer proceed with the bail hearings after being denied 3 times, right? I thought that was a little peculiar because he seemed so like overly aggressive with it in the beginning. He was like, yo, I don't care. I'm going to keep denying. I'm going to keep going for it. I'm going to keep appealing the decision. I'm really trying to understand why he stopped, right? So he stopped appealing the decision. We were like, okay, he finally took an L gracefully. Maybe he's just going to sit his butt down and wait till his trial starts, which is in May, right, of 2025. But I just felt like it wasn't going to be the last of what's going on with Diddy. I think in the beginning, just looking in, again, guys, this is my opinion. I don't know him personally, but he seems like the person, obviously, from what we all know and what we've seen and heard of Diddy, that is overly aggressive, right? He wants what he wants when he wants it, like he's a billionaire. So I think he wasn't accustomed to being told no. And so now I really do feel like with the holidays setting in and him being in prison his first Christmas, this man had a meltdown, okay? And it wouldn't be mainstream media if we didn't expose his meltdown. So this is straight out of the Daily Mail, guys. It says, Diddy's huge prison meltdown revealed as we're on YouTube, ex-trafficker rapper remains in the hellhole. Sean Diddy Combs had a festive meltdown in a notorious hellhole prison because he couldn't believe that he was still behind bars. A panicked Diddy reportedly pleaded with the guards to be taken to a prison hospital for observation, claiming he thought he was having a breakdown on Thursday. The guards at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center was probably like, hell no. But it says they ultimately refused his request, according to a source close to the rapper who was locked up in September. With this high-powered legal team, Diddy thought he'd be out on bail as of now. Spending the holidays behind bars was a nightmare for him. He eventually managed to calm himself down with the meditation technique he's been using while he's behind bars. It took him a few hours of deep breathing and focusing to get out of that bad space he was in, but he finally managed it. A source close to Diddy, however, denied the claims, telling Daily Mail the rapper is staying strong in jail, despite missing his family a great deal on Christmas, which is a time he always spent with his children. Diddy's alleged meltdown comes as a judge ruled that an Alabama woman who says she was R-worded by Jay-Z and Diddy when she was 13 can proceed anonymously for now in her lawsuit against the rap moguls. All right, so why is that even in this conversation, right? Because I think what's starting to happen for Diddy at this point is that he's starting to realize that that no one is protected. Like, not even Jigga Man at this point. And, so the conversation with Diddy, Jay-Z, and Busby is a very interesting conversation. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so right now, because I actually have a video coming up on Tony Busby and the conspiracy not really a conspiracy, but the thoughts I had behind why Tony Busby is being like exposed. I think that it ties into the Blake Lively lawsuit. If you guys don't know what that is, again, subscribe. Your girl is going to be breaking the whole thing down and how Blake Lively basically exposed mainstream media, okay? And the tactics that these celebrities do in order to, you know, make them look a certain way in the media, put out false narratives. It gets deep. So subscribe to the channel now so that you guys can be notified when I talk about that. But that is something that I want to discuss on another video. But guys, it is getting real. Not only are they exposing celebrities for the nefarious things they're doing, but they're also exposing mainstream media. And shout out to Tisa Tells. I'm going to keep shouting this to the roof because I think it's opening the door for a lot of YouTube. Straight up and down, nobody wants to hear news from Fox News, from News 11, from Pix 11, whatever it is. I'm going to be completely honest. My mom is a big news person, and the stories that show up on the news are sometimes one-sided. They're very biased. So there's not a lot of mainstream media that I feel like I trust anymore. And that's just who I am. Like, I'm not even going to lie, like, I'm a little disappointed in the Breakfast Club. Like, I feel like during this whole Diddy debacle, the Breakfast Club has been one-sided. And it's the same thing with Jigga Man. They're going to continue to put out a narrative that, you know, leaves the door open, or try to put out a narrative to discredit someone that's going against them. So I feel like I no longer have trust for platforms such as the Breakfast Club, where I feel like something nefarious is happening, and instead of them reporting the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is, like, you take sides. So shout out to Tisa Tells. They did a article about how YouTube is the source of all streams of news for people now. So shout out to everybody that comes on this platform to hear my response. I just want to let you know that I am a person of good moral character. So I am always going to look at things the fair way. Regardless of, I'll be completely honest, like, I loved Jay-Z and Diddy growing up. Like, I'm a millennial. Like, we listened to Bad Boy. Like, I was just listening to Bad Boy playlist recently. And I'm like, this is crazy how all of this was happening. So I feel like I give a good criticism because I want to be fair. But sometimes, like, yo, you got to call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? And I don't care who this person is or what this person's job is out in the world. Like, if you did something wrong and it makes sense, and like, everybody can't be lying, right, guys? We need to, in 2025, start messing with bloggers like myself that you guys really fuck with, that you guys really trust. If you have somebody that you follow that you really trust, support that person, watch their videos, like, comment, don't be a hater, because, you know, people really do their due diligence when it comes to a lot of the stories that they're finding and they're researching. This does not come easy. So I guess this is where I insert in for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. But shout out to Tisa Tells. It was a great article. I think it was on the Hollywood Insider that spoke about how YouTube is the mainstream source for people for news now. And I'm excited about that. So we are going to dive into the Blake Lively lawsuit and how she exposed mainstream media later. So don't forget to subscribe and all of that so that you can see those videos. But what I think is really happening to Diddy, guys, is that he's starting to see that some of the tactics that he thought were going to play out successfully are now not. And, you know, what other time rather than being in MDC Brooklyn during the holidays when you probably start to realize, like, this could be your future for a really long time. So I think the narrative with Diddy is going to change. I think that we're going to see something big from him where he is going to start snitching, because once you start to get to that realization, like, oh shit, I ain't going nowhere, that's when things are going to start to pile up. And I really do feel like Jigga Man is about to fall, okay? Just to give you guys some quick insight, it looks like there has been a lot of stories just buzzing about potentially Beyonce divorcing him. Again, nothing concrete, so don't take my word for it. I'm just saying what the streets have been saying. They've been buzzing and saying like Beyonce's about to cut ties with him. So we have so much to catch up on, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And your girl will see you guys on the next video.
It's cocktail hour, so pour it up.